Good morning, everybody, and take this as your official welcome to the 2024 Quest for the Golden Spittoon. It is our 14th season running this league. We've seen people come, people go, but one thing is for certain, the 16-team quest to raise the most iconic prize in fantasy baseball history is back on, and we are ready to go for another wonderful season. For a couple housekeeping notes before we get started, the divisions have already been made. They are seen on the desktop for sure. You can check your apps, but the divisions have been randomized and the schedules have been randomized to play all of your fellow division mates 2 times and a smattering of other opponents throughout the 22-week season. It has all been done. Typically that is done on the video, but as we get older, as we run out of time, as you see some of these grades starting to come in, I just don't have time to do all that on the video, but it is there, and trust me, it is completely random. Next, to address a few departures from the league, we had 2 managers sell their franchise and retire from the league. We had West Coast Customs Joe Hickey, a 2008 South Windsor High School graduate, was much more of a vibes guy than a fantasy guy. We will miss him. He was a wonderful man, but a terrible fantasy owner. And he left the cupboard fully stocked for Darren Mooney to join the league. Both him and James Achilles, who was taking over name TBD, Chris Mondak, who may or may not have actually been a real person, they both are coming to us from a folding league in the Mid-Atlantic. So hopefully they find that this is a equal, if not a step up in competition, as well as enjoyment. So welcome to you both, and best of luck to both of you and to everybody for this upcoming season. Even you, Link, good luck, buddy. Tough loss in the championship last year, who for the first time in 13 years, myself, the great Bamstino Adam Goldstein, did finally raise the trophy and answer a lot of questions as if it were ever to happen. But last year is last year, and we are on to this year, and the purpose for today's video is to reveal the draft order for the 2024 draft to take place this coming Monday, March 25th at 8:30 p.m. I know I said 8 o'clock. We're going to push it just a little bit to accommodate. If anybody has a big problem, you can address it with me separately. It'll probably fall on deaf ears because we're going to do it at 8:30 p.m., but feel free to get anything off your chest. To get started here, I have 16 pieces of paper. I hope that doesn't come out backwards. Maybe that's just the way it's looking back at me on my phone, but it has the team names of every team in the league. Every team does hold their own first-round draft pick. And what I will be doing is I'll be folding each one of these cards once. Again, they have the team names of every single team, even A-Rod and her Pujols, a little 2000s baseball legend and sexual innuendo team. We didn't have much of that in the league, so thank you, James, for adding that back into the league. We missed that. They will all go into the Tide Tumbler. Tide, once again, will be the presenting sponsor of the 2024 Quest of the Golden Spittoon. Free and gentle, the best way to clean your clothes, at least from where I sit. And just, it does note on there, for some of you in particular, Jeff Meager, don't put these in your mouth. They're for your clothes and they're for your washer only. Do not eat them, okay? I know that was a fad a few years back. So I will be folding these once, so bear with me here just a minute while they go into the tumbler. I hope everybody is ripping and raring to go. As again, another quick little note, I know that the Padres and the Dodgers are playing a couple games in South Korea to grow the game. Those will obviously not be included in any statistics to be done in the first week of the season. Also, one other note, and I know we've covered this in the past, but if for any reason anyone's keeper, and I'll address that in a second, if anyone's keeper does get injured between now and draft day, or now in the beginning of the season, well, now in draft day, we can't do anything about it once the draft takes place, but now in the draft date, if a keeper goes down hard, we can address that separately. Also, keepers can also be seen already in the draft results once the draft order is made, as well as, again, on the desktop. The app kind of blows from that perspective to see some of that stuff. So take a look on your desktop app or go on this, whatever web engine you have on your phone to check that out if you want to see who the other teams are keeping for their 2 keepers on their roster. They've all been checked. They've all been entered. Once this order is made, I will be setting it up in the system to take a look at. And there's the last team, Newtain Clan. Brian Molinaro, his cupboard's also stocked with picks. Here we go. So again, everybody is in the tumbler. Every one was folded one time. And what we'll be doing here is I'll be pulling each name out of the tumbler, starting with the 16th and final pick in the first round, which will be the snake order 17th pick in the first pick of the second round, so on and so forth. The last name in the tumbler will obviously be choosing first. So without further ado, and without any more filibustering from the commish, the team picking 16th overall will be the Great Bamstino. God fucking damn it. That always happens. That always fucking happens. Shows that I'm not obviously rigging anything, because that's a big kick in the nuts, because I don't have my second round pick, so F me up the... Never mind. 15th will be made by Jeff Meager, Benjamin Buford Blue. So close. He's been a bridesmaid, never the bride. Will this be the season? Probably not, but we'll see, hopefully. Picking 14th. The Monkey Man, Ryan Stanley, one of the most winning managers in the history of the Spittoon. The Monkey Man is choosing 14th. The 13th pick will be made by Sloppy Steaks, Tom Hill, picking 13th. The 12th pick to be made in the first round of the 2024 Quest for the Golden Spittoon Draft, the Pearl Jammers, Brendan Stanley. That could be, the 12th pick might be in range for a New York Mets first baseman. The 11th pick, Eric Phillips, the Trumpets. The 11th pick, so maybe not. Maybe Alonso won't make it to 12. Top 10, the 10th pick, Connor Stanley, the Linkers, the Linkton, two-time back-to-back champion, picking 10th. The 9th overall selection in the 2024 Quest for the Golden Spittoon Draft goes to Tim Comer, Red Hot Chili Timmy, picking 9th. The 8th pick in the 2024 Quest for the Golden Spittoon Draft goes to Kev Quinlan, the Red Wave. Probably a pitcher going there if I had to guess. The 7th pick will be made by the Bohemian Sand Dollar, Jeff Pease. The 6th pick in the draft will be made by TBA, Darren Mooney, the 6th pick. We're in the top 5. We're in big-time territory. We're in signing bonus territory. The top 5. The 5th pick will be made by a Rod in her Pujols. A Rod in her Pujols. A Rod in her Pujols. James Ackles in the top 5. The 4th selection will be made by the original commish, the deputy mayor, Matt Siracusa, Twigs and Berries. We're in the lottery, the top 3. Who will be picking 3rd? My father, Jeff Goldstein, number 21s, picking 3rd. And we're down to the final 2. The 2nd overall pick will be made by 7 Line Express. 7 Line Express, which means the number 1 overall selection goes to Brian Molinaro and Newtain Clan. Congratulations. That is the draft order for the 2024 Quest for the Golden Spittoon Draft. I look forward to seeing everybody Monday. Good luck on the summer-long grind for a title. Until then, this is the commish signing off. Good morning.